वो दो विंडो था है। श्लोक है। कौन सा? उसमें कनेक्ट करो ना श्लोक है। इससे कर लो। किसका मोबाइल? श्लोका भाई कितना देर लगता है यार? नहीं, हाँ उसको सीध टेढ़ा करो। हाँ किताब दो मेरे को। नहीं है, नहीं। श्रीशुकोवाच तस्येतं भाषमानस्य। ओके, what is the shloka today? तम इंद्रसेना स्वपितामहं श्रिया विराजमानं नलिनायते क्षणम् प्रांशुं पिशङ्गाम्बरम् अञ्जनात्विषम् प्रलम्बबाहुं शुभगर्षभम् ऐक्षता तम इंद्रसेना स्वपितामहं श्रिया विराजमानं नलिनायते क्षणम् प्रंशुं विशङ्गाम्बरम् अञ्जसा दृशम् प्रंशुं पिशङ्गाम्बरम् अञ्जनातुषम् प्रलम्बबाहुं शुभगर्षभम् ऐक्षता तमिन्द्रसेना स्वपितामहं श्रिया विराजमानं नलिनायते क्षणम् प्रांशुं पिशङ्गाम्बरमञ्जसम् अञ्जनातुषम् प्रलम्बबाहुं शुभगर्षभम् ऐक्षता तमिन्द्रसेना स्वपितामहं श्रिया विराजमानं नलिनायते क्षणम् तमिन्द्रसेना स्वपितामहं श्रिया विराजमानं नलिनायते क्षणम् प्रंशुं प्रसङ्गाम्बरमञ्जनातुषम् Pralambavahum Shubhaga Shabham Aikshata. Tvamindrasena Swapitamaham Shriya. Oh, what? You chanted? Tam, that Prahlad Maharaj, Indrasenaha, Bali Maharaj, who now possessed all the military force of Indra, Swapitamaham, unto his grandfather, Shriya, present with all beautiful features, Virajamanam, standing there, Nalina, Ayata, Ikshanam, with eyes as broad as the petals of a lotus, Pramshum, Pramshum, a very beautiful body, Vishanga Ambaram, dressed in yellow garments, Anjanatusham, with his body resembling black ointment for the eyes, Pralamba Bahum, very long arm, Shubhaga, Rishabham, the best of all auspicious persons, Aikshata. Then Bali Maharaj saw his grandfather Prahlad Maharaj, the most fortunate personality whose dark body resembled the black ointment for the eyes, his tall, elegant figure, though dressed in yellow garment. He had long arms, and his beautiful eyes are like the petals of a lotus. He was very dear and pleasing to everyone. Then Bali Maharaj saw his grandfather Prahlad Maharaj, the most fortunate personality, whose dark body resembled black ointment for the eyes. His tall, elegant figure was dressed in yellow garments. He had long arms, and his beautiful eyes were like the petals of a lotus. He was very dear and pleasing to everyone. ज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुर्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णापृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषाय शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जयो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासति गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna, Prerna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Okay. You can see.
Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. So today we have the instance of Prahlad Maharaj coming, and he is so beautifully present. His whole description is given. He looks so beautiful, even though he's quite elderly now. Actually, his person is most beautiful because of his personal qualities. But Prahlad Maharaj was not only beautiful because of his wonderful Vaishnava qualities, he was also beautiful externally. His eyes were like lotus, and he was so beautiful. So he had the fortune to see both Narsimha Leela and Vamana Leela. Just like Narsimha Deva, he offered very wonderful prayers. He's also going to offer wonderful prayers to Vaman Deva. He offers two beautiful shlokas in the glorification of Vaman Deva. Okay, so we will today discuss the shlokas he offered in the glorification of. This is his. So we discuss the Prahlad Maharaj instructions, which all first we discussed. First we discussed the discussion between Hiranyakashipu and Prahlad Maharaj. And yesterday we discussed Prahlad Maharaj's teachings to his classmates. Today we will take up Prahlad Maharaj's final debate with his father. Before Narasimhadeva comes, there is a big debate between Prahlad Maharaj and Hiranyakashipu. I generally take up this debate among the youngsters because as the students hear the debate, they have to decide which side they want to go. Because Hiranyakashipu is an example of an atheist, and Prahlad Maharaj is an example of a devotee. Naturally, everybody goes to the side of Prahlad Maharaj and they start appreciating Prahlad Maharaj. Okay, so now we have maybe 10 shlokas. We just read the translations and we discuss. Narad, when he continued, all the sons of the demons appreciated the transcendental instruction of Prahlad Maharaj and took them very seriously. They rejected the materialistic instruction given by the teacher Shanda and Amarka. I got for problem. क्या कर रहे हो यस्क सो रहे हैं क्या I don't know. I got both. Okay, so they appreciate it, and just like modern day school, college, a Shanda and Amarka school and college, totally atheistic, teaching some skills for a living, and there is totally no teaching of Krishna consciousness. In fact, many parents, ISKCON devotees, they don't want to send their children to the schools and colleges. I hear of many parents now doing homeschooling because they're so scared. Bhaktivinoda Thakur said, Jada Vidya Maya Andhakara. That materialistic education makes person unnecessarily proud. It does not develop any qualities of a Vaishnava, neither any understanding of God. This education only teaches how to play with matter. Because it has no teaching of soul and God, this education is rejected. Rejected because there is no teaching of soul and God. See, Prahlad Maharaj he rejected. No, see the word they are using. Prahlad Maharaj rejected the materialistic. I'm just repeating. I'm just repeating what Prabhupada says. Prabhupada says they rejected the materialistic. Rejected. Rejected. He rejected the material. Yeah. Not eject. Reject. So he rejected. Because in Bhagavad Gita also the knowledge begins with the knowledge of the soul. Because there is the knowledge of the soul taught in the universities, it's not knowledge at all. Rather, it is called avidya. Vidya, avidya. You understand? It's avidya. Avidya means there is Ishopanishad explains the knowledge of soul and God as vidya, and rest all the education as avidya. Among vidya and avidya, vidya is more important. If vidya is not there, we should totally reject any education. Okay. It's a big topic, but we just go short. So when Shanda and Amarka, the sons of Shukracharya, observed that all the students, the sons of the demons, are becoming advanced in Krishna consciousness because of the association of Prahlad Maharaj, they were afraid. They approached the king of the demons and described the situation as it was. So this is what happens when when Daksha got very angry when his children became devotees. Okay? Actually, Prahlad Maharaj had done a great service.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
He had become devotee. He had made all his classmates into devotees. So they should have been a celebration. You should have been very happy. Rather, now Hiranyakashipu became very angry. So it is said now, when Hiranyakashipu understood the entire situation, he was extremely angry, so much so that his body trembled. He finally decided to kill his son Prahlad. Hiranyakashipu, by nature very cruel and feeling insulted, he began hissing like a snake trampled upon by someone's foot. His son Prahlad was peaceful, mind, gentle, his senses are under control. And he stood before Hiranyakashipu with folded hands. According to Prahlad's age and behavior, he was not to be chastised, yet with staring, crooked eyes, Hiranyakashipu rebuked him in following harsh words. So there was no need for Hiranyakashipu to do what he was doing. Now he's showing the behavior of getting so angry. There are 4 kinds of behaviors that can happen when we come in contact with Krishna consciousness. Either we are in ecstasy, that happens to the advanced devotees. When they chant the holy name of the Lord, they read Bhagavatam, they take darshan of the deities, they meet the devotees, they go into ecstasy. And the second level of people are the people who feel purified in good association. They can do sadhana and they feel purified, but they don't feel the ecstasy because they're in the next stage. And third stage are the people who cannot have ecstasy, cannot do sadhana, but at least they feel happy. Just like we have many people who just come for festivals. Correct? Many people. Only festival crowd. You tell them to sadhana, get up in the morning, come to the temple. They cannot do it. They are not at that level. They are at third level. They may be thinking they are great, but they are at the third level. They cannot attend sadhana. You tell them you have to come Mangalore, you have to do. They will not do it. Just come for festivals and it's a great occasion for them. It is good, but at a third level. Then below that is a class. They get irritated. You do kirtan. I go, what nonsense is this? They get irritated. So Hiranyakashipu is showing himself on the 4th category. Externally. Hey, anybody? Why somebody is disturbing me? What is the Vara Jayanti today about now? Anyway. So Hiranyakashipu showed himself to the last category, unnecessarily getting so irritated and angry. He should be joyful. In fact, devotee develops 4 qualities. When he advances from Kanishta stage, he loves his Guru and Krishna. But he finds very difficult to relate with devotees. Ishvara tadidineshu balisheshu dvisheshu cha prema mariti kripa upeksha ya karoti samadhyamaha. So anyway, so Hiranyakashipu was in this condition, very extremely angry. And Prahlad Maharaj is still peaceful. He knows he has not done anything wrong. He's peaceful, he's mild, he's gentle, his senses are under control. And he stood before Hiranyakashipu with folded hands. You cannot find one fault in the life of Prahlad Maharaj. You cannot find a single fault. Spotless. Then Hiranyakashipu says, they continue, O most impotent, most unintelligent disruptor of the family, or lowest of mankind, you have violated my power to rule you. Therefore, you are an obstinate fool. Today I shall send you to the place of Yamaraj. So now his anger is so much. Hiranyakashipu's anger is so much. He's saying, you do not listen to me. You don't obey me. And I'm going to take some action now. And now look at his statement. My dear Prahlad, you rascal, you know that when I am angry, all the planets of three would tremble along with their rulers. By whose power a rascal like you have become so impotent that you appear fearless and overstep the power, my power to rule you? So this is Hiranyakashipu's saying, rascal, interesting. And he's saying, on the lowest of everything, whatever can give curse. And he says, whenever I'm angry, even all the devatas panic. How is it that you are not scared? Very interesting. The Prahlad Maharaj says, mighty king, the source of my strength of which you are asking is also source of yours. He says something very interesting. He says, my dear father, you're asking from where I got the strength, but the point is that where I got strength from, there you also got strength. From the same source we are getting strength, and that is Vishnu. When Ravana asked this question to Hanuman, from where are you getting all this strength? Hanuman also gave the same reply. I'm also getting strength from the Ram, you're also getting strength from Ram only. So similarly, Prahlad Maharaj says, the Prahlad Maharaj is saying, from the same place, both of us are getting strength. And that source of strength is Vishnu. And then he gives a beautiful instruction to his father. My dear father, please give up your demonic mentality. Do not discriminate in your heart into the enemies and friends. Make your mind equipoised towards everyone except for an uncontrolled and misguided mind. There is no enemy within this world. When one sees everyone on the platform of equality, one then comes to the position of worshipping the Lord perfectly. Okay, this is requesting his father, give up your demonic mentality. And there's something he says, very, very important. Except for the uncontrolled and misguided mind, there is no enemy within this world. Except for the uncontrolled and misguided mind, there is no enemy within this world. So very, very important. We all have only one enemy, our own mind. Many a time we say, oh, I'm disturbed because of this, because this person is like this, the weather is like this, I'm disturbed. But we have only one enemy, our own mind. We don't have any other enemy. Because Krishna is in control of everything. So how we can have any enemy? Nobody can harm us. When Parikshit Maharaj taught the Kali Purusha, who was harming the cow and the bull, this comes in the first canto of Bhagavatam. So he asked them, cow and bull, what is the reason you are in so much pain? Is it because of Kali Purusha? He wants to ask the cow and the bull, who has broken your legs? A very, very interesting answer by the bull. The bull says, it is very difficult to ascertain the cause of our suffering. So actually, in the detail, our suffering is because of our own karma. There is no need to blame anybody. Bhunjana atma kritam vipakam. Suppose you're walking on the road and somebody comes and hits you with a vehicle. Externally, we will put a case on that person, police case on that person. But internally, we know this injury is because of my own papa karma. When somebody gives us suffering, he goes to hell. But if you point finger that he gave me suffering, you also go to hell. It's a very deep philosophy. Hiranyakashipu thinking Vishnu is giving him pain. But he doesn't understand that his brother Hiranyaksha brought his own death by his foolish activities. And rather by killing him, Vishnu has blessed him. Lord is always good. He only did good for Hiranyakashipu. There is no need for Hiranyakashipu to blame the Lord and be angry. Lord always bring auspiciousness for everybody.
तो ये क्या होता है, ये क्लास वहाँ पे लेते हैं, वही क्लास जो है इसमें आ जाता है.
Then Prahlad Maharaj is saying in the proper time there are many fools like you did not conquer the sixth enemy, the steal away the wealth of the body. There are many people like you, my dear father, who could not control their senses.
सब लोग देख रहे हैं कंप्यूटर से अपने.
So he is not actually insulting his father. As an acharya, he is guiding him. For him, he is a student in front. He's saying, my father, take care. But his father doesn't take in the right spirit. He is extremely angry. Oh my God, you're telling me I cannot control my senses? Even though he's always drunk, he's totally, people do not want to hear. And there's a problem, particularly Kali Yuga. Nobody wants to hear. You tell him this is wrong. Who are you? Everybody can see it is wrong. Sometimes foolishness is, everybody can see something is wrong. But if you go ahead and tell that person this is wrong, he'll be, how dare you tell me? Who are you to tell me? Anyway, there is no need for Prahlad Maharaj to tell. He is telling for the benefit of father. He is not trying to insult the father. He is telling for the benefit. My dear father, behave yourself. He is saying again, enemies are merely imagined by one in ignorance. Enemies are merely imagined by one in ignorance. You have a Russian translation. No, there is no enemy. Enemy is our own mind. So when we look for enemies outside, there is no enemy. So Hiranyakashipu was extremely angry. He's actually trying to guide his father because his heart is golden. Prahlad Maharaj is the only Vishwar. Ajata Shatrava, he has no enemy. He's wishing well for the whole world. All the time he's thinking good for everybody. And his father here, my enemy. He doesn't know negative emotions. He only wishes well. Actually, anybody who chants Hare Krishna wishes well for the whole world. Devotee has no enemy. Devotee never thinks bad of anybody. So Hiranyakashipu cannot change. It's not easy to change. Once you get proud, you become crazy, you become drunkard, nobody can help you. Therefore, we should always be humble, ready to take any correction. Otherwise, how do we advance in spiritual life? The Hiranyakashipu replied, you rascal, you are trying to minimize the value as if you are better than me in controlling this. This is over-intelligent. I can therefore understand your desire to die at my hand for this kind of nonsensical talk indulged by one about to die. The Hiranyakashipu was extremely angry. You want to correct me? I'll show you. I'll fight with you. Oh, most unfortunate Prahlad. Actually, Prahlad was most fortunate. He took darshan of Narasimha Deva, also Vaman Deva. But he's saying, oh, most unfortunate. All that describe a supreme being other than me, a supreme being who's above everywhere, who's controller everyone and is all pervading. But where is he? If he is everywhere, then why is not present before me in this pillar? So it's a famous question is asking Prahlad Maharaj, you said there is somebody who is, who's above everything, who's a controller, all pervading. He's speaking like an atheist. Where is God? So then he says, because you're speaking so much nonsense, I shall now sever your head from your body. Now let me see a most worshipful God come to protect you. I want to see it. I want to see. Let me see your God. Now he's behaving. Actually, he's a great devotee, hiding like an atheist. He's behaving like an atheist. Okay, where is your God? Where is your God? He's Jaya Vijaya. He's Jaya. He's a great devotee of the Lord, but he's playing the role of an atheist. So being obsessed with anger, Hiranyakashipu was very great in bodily strength. The chastised and exalted his son Prahlad with harsh word, cursing him again and again. Hiranyakashipu took a sword, got up from his royal throne in great anger, struck his fist against the column. Now Hiranyakashipu gets up and hits a column. Actually, Prahlad Maharaj, Narasimha had already come, and he was assuring Prahlad Maharaj, don't worry, because father was taken a sword to kill him. So Prahlad Maharaj was looking at the pillar because his Lord had already come. He could see. But Hiranyakashipu saw him staring at the pillar. So he asked Prahlad Maharaj, is your God in this pillar? And with great power that he had, he hit the pillar. And then what happened? Then from the pillar came a fearful sound, appeared to crack the covering of the universe. Mighty Yudhishthira, the sound reached even the abodes of demigods like Brahma and demigod. Now our planets are being destroyed. So even the Devatas, they could hear the sound. The sound was so powerful, unbelievable sound. Everybody's ears were like, oh my God. And that is the appearance of Narasimhadev. Narasimhadev Bhagavan ki, Prahlad Maharaj ki. Because the daily we'll read a portion. By Narasimha Jayanti, we will be having the benefit. Hare Krishna. Thank you, everybody. Hare Krishna, Prerna Mataji. Oh, our Rajesh sir is also there. Pragya is also there. Hare Krishna, Rajesh. Hare Krishna, Rajesh.
Muted, Prabhu.